Deni Avdija just had one of the best games of his career. And I'm watching the game and I'm watching this guy play, and it was just like I don't even know how to put words to it. And it's funny because he's more of a slept on like budding superstar. And it was just funny to see my feed blowing up like, oh, Deni Avdija's cooking, like he's doing this, he's doing that. He scored 41 and he had like 14 assists. And so it was crazy to see that in one of the bigger moments of the season in the play-in game, he showed up and he looked like he could control a playoff environment. I think he's the first player now to have 40 plus points and 10 plus assists in a play-in game. So that's probably going to go down as one of the better performances in a playoff or play-in game. However, they do draw the Spurs next round, but we'll talk about that later. Right now, we need to focus on how Deni Avdija looked in the game. So I'm going to look at some clips with you guys and just break down what I saw from the games and how he really looks like a budding superstar. So starting off, his pace of play in this game was perfect. He literally controlled the entire game. He is one of the best drivers, downhill drivers in the NBA. I think he was atop of the fouls drawn list because of how much he gets to the bucket. He's in the game. His first points come from a straight downhill drive, which we're going to look at some clips really quick just to show you the type of stuff he was doing. So bro comes in, dribbles up, sets up the defender, does a between the legs, changes direction, attacks the basket hard, high finish off the glass. There was really nothing you could do about that. And he did it several times in the game because that's who he is. He attacks downhill, gets to the rim, and finishes hard.
Okay, so here's the next clip. Same thing. Gets downhill, driving hard right, and then he likes to do this little Euro step through a lot. You'll see him like right here. I'll play it again for you guys. He does this little Euro step through, boom, gets contact, and one, can't guard me, lets the ref know. And he did this multiple times this game. Like that little step through move is one of his favorite.
This next clip is virtually the same thing. Gets downhill and then boom, pass over the top, dunk. Not only was he showcasing that he could finish, he could get to the rim, which he is very good at, but he also showed like, hey, yeah, I'm controlling the game. I can also pass. I'm finna dime this up. And so it was just cool to see him grow in this game throughout the game, because he started off doing what he knew, and then after that, it was just open season from there. And really what this looks like is, I think a lot of people underrated him or they viewed him differently and had him as an underrated guy because they thought of him more of like a kind of role guy. Also, Portland's not that big, so you don't really see that many of the games and stuff like you would the Lakers or Celtics. He's really their star piece. Like he showed in the first 5 minutes of the game that he was going to be a decision maker. And the next thing that you'll notice is he really just got what the defense gave him. And so like in this clip right here, he dribbles up, runs through his normal play with Klingon. Oh, you go under the screen. Yeah, wet in your face. And that's something about Avdija that a lot of people might not know is bro can splash it from three. He can hit mid-range shots. He can drive and finish. And he can really defend. And so it's funny to see, but look at this clip right here. Like we're talking about taking what the defense gives you. And here he is, gets a rebound, pushes it in fast break, and boom, lob over the top, sharp, dunk. This play, he's literally off ball, just waiting for something to develop. Boom, Scoot gets the rebound, kicks it out to him. He drives, finish, baby hook. And so after just that, this is where I'm at on Deni Avdija. This wasn't just a breakout game for him, but it is what it looks like when he is given the reins to the offense, full control, and ultimately becoming that superstar. Because when he's confident and in control and playing at his pace, doing what he can do, I'm gonna be honest, he's probably going to be a future superstar. So the next thing that I want to look at is in the second half of the game, he really controlled the game by slowing it down and making sure that his team got good possessions. So like this first one here, he's posting up, turn around, mid-range. It was a lot of things like that where he just comes down, controls the game in the second half. Boom, set up screen, you don't buy it, I'm gonna attack your top foot and finish. Set up your defender on this backdoor cut, boom, hard to the basket, quick finish. Like he was doing things in the second half that really made me look at him like, oh wow, he's really controlling this game. Like gets it in the post here, Dylan Brooks is guarding him, half spin, oh, you're gonna bump me, I'm gonna shoot it and get an and one. And like it was just things like this that really showed how well he could really play when he's in control. And so the last thing I want to look at is the end of the game and how he played, because from the start, he was doing things that he knew how to do. Then in the middle of the game, he controlled the pace of play in the game and made sure that his team got great shots. And so if we look here at this clip, there's 43 seconds left in the game, and this is what he does. Full court pressure, notices Jalen Green skipping, drive hard, bump, finish. Like literally 43 seconds left in the game, this is what he gets. And then here, 19 seconds left in the game, drive, stop, change of pace, tween dribble, and then attack, and then get the and one with 16 seconds left. Like, to me, that just showed how poised he was through the entirety of the game. Because if he was able to get what he wanted from the beginning and control the game entirely, and then at the end, he didn't let the situation speed him up at all, which is crazy for a guy who hasn't played in a, I don't want to say meaningful game because it's the playing game, but this was a higher stakes game to which he showed, yeah, I can control this game. Now, here's why this matters right now, because the Trailblazers just won, and that means that they are matched up with the Spurs in the first round. So the Spurs are young, and they can be attacked. And so if Deni Avdija plays like this, I do think that the Blazers have a well put together team in the sense of they have the young pieces, they have a budding superstar, they have the older guys in the defensive prowess, like Drew Holiday he's not going anywhere, and then they have Klingon as bigs, so they really could match up well against the Spurs. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to win this game or this series, but I think that the Trailblazers are going to give the Spurs a little bit of a difficult time. I don't think it will be 4-0. I mean, if it is, you can come back to this video and let me know. But if Avdija can play like he played in this game, and granted, the Spurs are not the Suns. However, if he can control the game and be the X factor in the game and be poised the entire time, then that changes things for the Trailblazers. And it's honestly an exciting time if you are a Trailblazers fan, because even if you don't get it done this year, like I mentioned, next year you have all these young pieces. You have the veterans to do it. You have the big guys to do it. Like, your front court, back court is one of the better ones that I've seen thus far in the NBA, which is just an exciting time if you are a Trailblazers fan. Now, I don't have any ties to the Blazers or the Spurs, so I will be just watching the games. But the box score said he had a great game, 41 and 14, which is amazing. But we know from watching this and just watching the game that we saw something bigger. The future is bright for the Portland Trailblazers. And another thing is how did the Washington Wizards let this man go? Like, it's just baffling that the Wizards keep fumbling over and over again. I'm honestly ready to see if he can duplicate this game in a 7-game series, because we're going to see that against the Spurs. So this superstar conversation that I keep talking about isn't actually that crazy. As always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. As we're just starting out, I appreciate all you guys who watch. If you want to see another NBA playoff team, click this video right here. Thank you guys again, and I will see you all in the next one.